I need a knife. Family fun, great. The best worst Netflix original holiday movie is Let It Snow. A snowstorm snooze fest, Love Actually, but it's small town teenagers, homage, hodgepodge, romance and car chase and conspiracy theory, waffle lovers, good time 2-hour killer. This is the most boring, eventful film I think Netflix has to offer. So much shit is happening in this movie while nothing is being said. As I talk to you about Let It Snow today, I'm also going to be I'm going to be building this gingerbread house, a kit that my partner and I pursued for about 2 hours last night. There's just no gingerbread house kits in my town left, and then we found this one at a very late hour, and now the video is saved and can be visually entertaining. You're welcome. Did I underestimate my ability to do this while talking? Need the icing pouch for 1 to 2 minutes. I can do that. Let It Snow is set in Laurel, Illinois, a small town struck with a normal amount of snow.
You know, it doesn't usually snow on Christmas Eve in Laurel, Illinois.
And all of the characters are going to talk about the snow or have a snow-related plot point. The story is also bookended by a mysterious narrator.
Don't get me wrong, sometimes snow can really kick you in the ass.
Who will casually attempt to round up our large cast of characters into one cohesive story with a clear message. Spoiler alert, the message is Let It Snow, much like the title of the film. We also don't know who the narrator is yet, and it's also Christmas Eve. Starting off strong with Spider-Man's bestie, Keon, who's trying to organize a house party to impress what I'm assuming is the town DJ while his folks are out of the house, but he gets caught and has to rethink his DJ party plans.
What are you doing? I'm not gonna drink until I graduate from college with honors.
His friend, who is not Spider-Man, Tobin, who I guess is kind of pre-bite Spider-Man coded, is trying to work up the confidence to admit his feelings to his other best friend, Angie, who is often referred to as the Duke. It's her Not Like Other Girls nickname. And just as a heads up, the writing and delivery of the dialogue in Let It Snow is, at its best, abhorrent.
Oh my god, we must stop. All right.
My balls just retracted into my body. What?
What's important to know about Tobin is that he's kind of nerdy and presented to us as someone to sympathize with, due to the way that he is stuck in the friend zone. After another awkward interaction with Angie, it is also to note that Tobin's arc actually starts here. While trying to shave his chest because he thinks he might get lucky tonight, he accidentally cuts himself, and now his nipple will be bleeding for the rest of the film.
Yeah, I was doing push-ups over in class.
I may affectionately throughout this video refer to Tobin as nipple bleeding guy. Oh no. Oh no, it's already a bust, y'all. Just kidding, I just had to be patient. Oh, this is not good. Oh my god, sorry, fucked. As Keon's DJ party plans are up in the air, he's called into work at the Waffle Town, which is the town's awesome iconic diner. How is this a 2-person thing? Is that where the box says family fun? Oh no, oh no, oh no. This is easy. Oh yeah. Here we go. Anyway, back to the fucking movie. Tobin is going to go hang out with Angie for friend zone movie hangout time. Now we're introducing Addie. This is Addie. Her plot is that she thinks her boyfriend is cheating on her, and that's it. That's the whole plot. That's her arc. That's all she's going to do. Her boyfriend's name is Jeb, and she's just obsessed with social media. And she's also obsessed with pigs, and she looks like Mila Kunis. Her best friend is Dory, who is also obsessed with pigs. Dory also works at Waffle Town. Awesome. Dory is a quirky, endearingly awkward Harry Potter fan.
Harry Potter.
And she's also the gay character of this movie. Is this piece not long enough? They made me put the gingerbread house on this fucking platform, and it's not even long enough to... It doesn't fit the platform. I'm being fucking sabotaged. There is no fucking way that this is not gonna work. There's a reason why this was the last gingerbread house available. It's because it's the shittiest one. Dude, it's leaning and it's fucked. No, it's fine. It's good. And then this side is like out. Who cares? No, we got this. What was I saying? She's also gay, right, okay. She embodies, if it's possible, just the right amount of queer girl stereotype, and I'm not really sure if I have an opinion on it, other than it's not offensive, but at the same time, I don't think this representation is groundbreaking. She has a crush on this cheerleader girl that she had a thing with in the past. They meet in the washroom of the Waffle Town, and they share a little smooch, but the cheerleader girl is dealing with some internalized homophobia and later denies even knowing who Dory is for fear of outing herself in front of her cool cheerleading friends. Yup, it's good. We're back on track. Dory tries her best to navigate this by presenting her crush with an offering unlike any gay teenager struggling with internalized homophobia has ever seen, a quaffle waffle, which is a ball of waffle.
We didn't order that.
Which is a waffle shaped into a ball in reference to a ball that is used in the fictitious sport of Quidditch in the Harry Potter series. I, like many queer people, have gone through a journey of self-acceptance, and sometimes that journey starts in a place of fear, a place of not knowing if you're going to be accepted and loved, and of course, a place of internalized homophobia. Can I talk and do this at the same time? Oh yeah, no, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. Do I have to hold both pieces at the same time? And I'm not saying we stay in that place of fear forever, but if my gay crush offered me a heap of waffle handballed into a quaffle as a way to say, I see you, I would run very quickly the other way to that place of straight passing. Oh, it's happening. Like what? I'm not gonna lunge across this quaffle waffle Waffle Town table in front of my cool friends to confess my undying love to you in an act of claiming lesbianism as mine and proud. Anyways, so Dory places the mound of waffle dough on the table, and then the cheerleaders make fun of her, obviously, and this fails to be the queer signaling that she thinks it is, and she flubs her words and embarrassingly leaves the table, and Keon, ally of the year, is like, wow, okay, so anyways, about my DJ dreams. This Cole Sprouse / Jughead Waffletown coworker will also be hovering around, occasionally referencing the universe or manifestation.
The universe is not some wicked lady. The universe is one infinite hug. The universe will provide for you exactly what you need.
His name is Billy, but we don't really need to know that because he's just Cole Sprouse's younger self, like in between The Sweet Life on Deck and Riverdale.
And you're gonna have to give me a ride home because I bicycled here this morning and it was real slip-slidey out there. I would love to help you, Keon, but I am not allowed at the liquor store anymore. The owner will not serve me. I have tried using a disguise and he always knows it's me.
Now we've got Julie. Yes, there's more characters. It's falling. Oh my god, what am I supposed to do? Fucking. Now we've got Julie. She's looking for a small elf figurine for her mom as a gift, but she can't get one because these elves are high demand items, I guess. Also, Julie has been accepted to Columbia University, but she feels she can't go because her elfless mother is ill. Julie feels that she should stay home to care for her. What's important to know is that she's now on the train home elfless. Now we have Stuart Bale, full name, first and last, because he's Let It Snow's Justin Bieber. He's a famous singer and he doesn't like being famous and he's charming and his plot is gonna run parallel to Julie's. Stuart Bale is on the same train and he's on his way to spend Christmas alone in a hotel because he's just this lonely, sad superstar on tour and has no one to spend Christmas with. He also mistakes Julie for a fan after she falls on him on the train because the train stalls because there's snow on the tracks, and because this snow is just so intense, the train is going to be delayed for an hour as they remove the snow from the tracks. Apparently. Is this still gonna fall? No, it's not. No, it's not. The roof is okay. The roof is fine. It's good. Stuart Bale decides that he's gonna tag along with Julie while the snow is being removed from the tracks, and Julie is very judgmental of him because he's the famous Stuart Bale, and she's assuming that he's just an asshole, full of himself superstar that doesn't feel anything real. Julie and Stuart walk to Waffletown together, which Julie refers to as Affletown or Awfultown, in reference to the diner's missing W. Inside, Stuart is immediately self-conscious as Billy is weird to him, starstruck, and the table of cheerleaders are staring at them. Julie helps him escape through the washroom window and they make a run for it. And of course, last but certainly not least, we have Tinfoil Woman.
Tinfoil woman.
She's the town's local she's the town's local tow truck woman, and apparently the only tow truck in town, and she's a conspiracy theorist who hates phones and will not answer questions about her tinfoil wearing antics. Dory implies that the tinfoil woman is also a queer icon, and I agree. Back to Tobin and Angie, whose plans have changed from watching a movie together in the friend zone to hanging out with JP Lapierre and playing broom ball. So now if you're like, what the fuck does that mean? It's a good time for us to talk about a repeated issue with Let It Snow, which is that the characters operate in a world in which this sentence is normal. What the fuck is playing broom ball with JP Lapierre? What the fuck is a quaffle waffle? What the fuck is a New England farmhand elf volume 2? We are being given this information as if it will resonate with us, as if it is even remotely familiar. Is everyone in this town just super quirky and can only communicate in expository sentences with people they've known since they were children? Apparently, yes. So JP Lapierre is soccer captain from the grade above us.
Soccer captain from the grade above us?
Obviously. And he's very tall, and Angie thinks he's cool. Oh no. And he's invited Angie and Tobin, whose nipple is still bleeding, to a game of college broom ball with his cool college buddies.
I love playing broom ball.
Broom ball is a
leisurely holiday pastime.
Leisurely holiday pastime, of course, like hockey or lacrosse, but you're wearing shoes on the ice rink and you get a car ice scraper and a ball, and then all hell breaks loose. That's the game. And of course the Reston brothers show up, but I'm going to be referring to them as the Broomball brothers, and they apparently went to jail. They called Tobin's car a pussy wagon, and now is probably also a good time to tell you that Tobin's car's name is Carla, and they, you know, give her she, her pronouns, that whole thing. It's like that weird objectifying thing that some people do with their cars. They play the most terrifying match of broomball ever as the Broomball brothers terrorize them on the ice, and Tobin, whose nipple is still bleeding, is destroyed and emasculated. Now back to Julie. We're gonna do this quite a bit. Julie tells Stuart about her acceptance to Columbia University and about her mom's illness. Stuart, who's avoiding his publicist, admits he doesn't have much else to do but to tag along with Julie for the day. They come upon this snowy hill. Stuart charms his way into stealing this toboggan from this group of moms, and they slide down the hill while music plays to indicate that this is romantic and fun. I think it's supposed to be like, wow, look at them go. This side is gonna be orange, in case you wanted to know. Well, that's gone forever now. Wait, look at this side, and then look at this side. What did I do? We're just gonna have to fuck up the other side so that it's equally, so it looks intentional. Yeah, see, now they're equal. Addie, while sad and alone outside without her car friend, who is Dory, she waves down a tow truck, and it happens to be the tinfoil woman, of course. She explains that she needs a ride to Waffletown, and once in the tow truck, tinfoil woman schools her on why you shouldn't get into strangers' vehicles, which is very fair.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
In protest, Addie says that she has her phone, so she's safe and can always call for help. This generation is fucked. In this boomer versus Gen Z battle for the ages, the tinfoil woman kind of like gets a hold of Addie's phone, and then she accidentally throws it out the window. And the phone lands below this bridge, and another car just drives over the phone. Why was the tinfoil woman's windows rolled down in her tow truck while there is apparently the greatest snowstorm of all time going on? I'm asking you. I don't know. I have no idea. Perfect for little hands. Skill level 2 out of 4. Difficulty. Okay. So Addie now has no way of contacting her friend, her cheating boyfriend, and she is now like free from the shackles of Instagram, I guess. Keon calls Tobin with good news. The party has been moved to Affletown, but Tobin has bad news as he licks the wounds from the catastrophic broomball game and expresses his insecurities of Angie hanging out with the very cool and very tall JP Lapierre. Tobin then hatches a master plan to steal the Broomball's brother's keg of beer in order to get revenge because they physically threw him across the broomball rink in front of the girl of his dreams. Cue the car chase scene.
We're taking their keg.
Oh, are any of these candies good? I know we talk a lot about car chase scenes on this channel. I don't even mean to do that on purpose, and I don't particularly have any strong opinions about car chase scenes other than I think that they can totally make or break a film. The Broomball brothers in their red sports car in the snow pursue at full speed the pussy wagon as Tobin, his nipple bleeding more than ever, drives recklessly with his crush Angie and the jock he hates JP Lapierre and the keg full of beer, oh boy. As Carla, the car, namely the pussy wagon, struggles up the hill, she stalls as Angie and Tobin verbally assault her.
Come on, Carla, don't be a little bitch.
Yeah, Carla, work that ass like I know you can.
And JP expresses that he is a feminist, so that's not cool.
I know it's a car, but I'm also a feminist, so...
The Broomball brothers fall into a ditch, and in their celebration, Carla's tire blows, and Tobin, Angie, and JP also fall into a ditch of snow. JP Lapierre, in a final blow of emasculation, points out to Tobin that his nipple is in fact still bleeding.
I think your nipple's bleeding.
What a rush! Stuart and Julie are still sledding down the hill. They hit a snow ramp. We lose Stuart. Julie yells stop as if the sled is voice controlled. Stop! Hits another ramp and flies, falls into the street, and is almost run over by the Broomstick Brothers sports car that is apparently now out of the ditch, and Stuart Bale saves her life. Do these look like windows? Do these... Oh no. No, it's good. No, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. We're back. While waiting for their tow truck, Tobin, Angie, and JP hide out in a church from the Broomstick Brothers, who apparently are hunting for their heads. Like, what was in that keg other than beer?
Can't believe I'm hiding out in a church.
Tobin and Angie play Hole of the Moon by the Waterboys on the church organ.
You just knew I saw.
A song that the film wants us to think encompasses Tobin's quest for Angie's love.
But you swoon.
And then Angie starts hugging and dancing with JP, and Tobin acts possessive.
Hey!
What?
Angie confronts him for acting weird, and Tobin calls her sensitive, which is super awesome.
God, since when did you get so sensitive?
Are you jealous?
I'm jealous of the enlightened, broomball playing, meditating college boy.
As Angie leaves him with his mistake, on cue, the priest of the church asks Tobin if he's a wise man in reference to the nativity play and hands him a costume. Tobin takes the costume for warmth and then goes to sit in his car waiting for the tow truck, sad and alone. Stuart and Julie arrive at this same church for the nativity play, and we are introduced to Julie's mom.
You look like that singer. He smiles like he's holding in a fart.
They watch the multicultural holiday nativity play with white Jesus front and center as they refer to Bethlehem as Westeros. Addie finally makes it to Atheltown after being harassed about loving social media by the tinfoil woman. The girl that Jeb has been hanging out with insults Addie, and in response, Addie dumps a strawberry milkshake atop her head. Jeb stands his ground on wanting space while possibly still being a cheater. Dory runs after Addie out of Atheltown as it fake snows, and Dory calls Addie an attention freak, and Addie storms off into the storm. We're gonna lean the little tree a little bit. Addie falls down a ditch, and tinfoil woman pulls up in her tow truck to offer her help and relationship advice.
So now You basically have nothing.
Upon reflection, Addie admits that she wants to make amends with her best friend Dory. Stuart is invited to stay for Christmas Eve dinner with Julie's family. Her grandfather criticizes Stuart's music for being all about the crotch.
You grab your crotch a lot.
And then they play music and slowly dance off in a Gen Z versus Boomer dance battle for the ages.
Oh my God.
They dance too hard because Julie's mom starts coughing because, you know, people who are ill can't dance.
Mom, I'm fine.
Stuart and Julie fight as Julie calls him out for his privilege and accuses him of using her small town as an escape. She also refuses Stuart's help when he offers some money for her mother's treatment. Stuart calls Julie out for taking his words out of context and for making assumptions about him. They make up almost immediately and almost kiss, but are interrupted by Stuart's publicist, who hates snow, comes to scoop him up, reminiscent of that scene in Cars where Mac is like, "He's here!" and the rest of Lightning McQueen's team come to take him away from Radiator Springs to get him back on the racetrack. And then the paparazzi like ruin the small town vibe and everyone is like, "McQueen, no!" And then it's revealed that Doc is the one who called to the paparazzi and the team to report that Lightning McQueen was hanging out in Radiator Springs, and they're like, "You called him?" And then everyone is mad at Doc for doing that. Back at the Apple House, Keon is really stressing out about this Apple House party. He doesn't even know if he's going to be able to impress the town's DJ. And then Billy is like, "I know what we need." And then they go to the back pantry storage room and get a box of pipe cleaners.
Okay.
And then the tinfoil woman drives Addie to the pet store and Addie buys a piglet. And Angie finds Tobin in his car freezing to death and tells him she's going to JP Lapierre's cool college friend party. And then Tobin tells her to have a great fun.
Have a great fun. Have a great time.
Julie tells her mom that she got into Columbia, and then she compares their life to Not Some Little Perfect Village, which then ties in the elf and the elf village that her mom is so obsessed about. It loosely brings together this poorly maintained metaphor about how you can't really pursue normalcy all the time, and sometimes you need to forge your own path and just let it snow. And then the mother-daughter duo hug it out and everything is fine. The tinfoil woman condescendingly tells Tobin how to drive as she helps him get Carla back on the road.
Merry Christmas!
The Appletown is now decorated with paper ketchup cups and coffee cup lids strung to look like snow, and I genuinely appreciate this design choice. I think it's kind of cute. Addie then joins the Waffletown party with her new apology pig and gifts it to Dory, and also says that if Dory and Beyonce were stuck in a house fire, that she would
let Beyonce die.
let Beyonce die. Tobin arrives to the party with Carla. Keon welcomes his friend without a clue what is about to happen. The Broomstick Brothers also arrive ready to kill. Tobin still wearing the wise man costume and dragging the stolen cake to his fate, just as we think a fight is about to break out.
You don't know me? Yeah, I went to piano camp. So? I used to have a peanut sensitivity, but I beat it. So? If you were raccoons? No. A couple of months of therapy and done! So? No. You don't know me? Done!
The Broomstick Brothers pronounce him, quote, crazy.
This guy is crazy, man. That's what I'm talking about. Wearing a weird-ass costume, yelling about raccoons and shit.
Fucking nipple bleeding?
Fucking nipple bleeding?
And then they say they're gonna get him a drink.
Let's get this guy a drink, man!
They break open the stolen keg of beer, and then the party rages on, and we watch all of these teenagers drink their very first sip of alcohol. Dory confronts her cheerleader crush and stands up for herself while also shaming her for still being in the closet. The cheerleader admits that she was wrong to pretend she wanted nothing to do with Dory and expresses wishing she had come out sooner. They hug it out and then they smooch again, and then the other cheerleaders are proven as allies because they're like, yeah. Outside on the Affeltown roof, Tobin, now officially declared the nipple-bleeding guy, stares at the Affeltown sign to generate some sort of significance or messaging for the film's conclusion, and Angie shows up. Angie also apparently left a college party, and I think we're supposed to assume that she'd prefer to hang out with her friend, and Tobin confesses his undying love for her.
Angie, I'm in love with you.
This emotional whiplash is accompanied with Tobin's expression of his insecurity, while also saying that when he saw Angie with JP, quote, wanted to kill him.
And when I saw you with JP, I wanted to kill him.
Like I actually wanted to murder him.
Like I actually wanted to murder him.
Angie, unbothered, announces that Tobin is her soulmate, basically, and they smooch on the Affeltown roof. Party rages on. Billy drops a few drinks and says,
We got sharps on the ground, nobody sit down!
Implying that the party-goers would sit on the floor of the Affle House. Julie shows up to the party to lift her spirits.
Julie, could you actually save my life and get a mop?
And while looking for a mop to help out Dory, who apparently is still on shift, like she's wearing her uniform at the party, Julie discovers a burnt-out W letter bulb for the Affle House sign. With Billy, she climbs the roof, discovers Angie and Tobin still kissing.
Hi, guys.
And they return the W to its rightful place. And because it's a Christmas movie, they wrap the W like in Christmas lights and mount it to the sign. And I think that if this were like a Greta Gerwig film, this image and this act would be endearing. After all of that, Keon's DJ idol can't make it to the Waffle Town party after all, so there goes that plot. But Keon has grown as a character from busted house party to Waffle Town rager. Addie, chasing her pig through the party, meets JP Lapierre, and it's implied that they're interested in each other because if you're not coupled up by the end of the film, you are worthless. That is the message of Let It Snow. It's let it snow, but it's also you need to smooch someone. Stuart shows up and joins Julie at the party, implying that Julie is a waffle he never got to try, and then they also smooch.
Never got to try that waffle.
Holy shit! Stuart bails on my party?
And just as the narrator returns to tell us that the Christmas Eve is the eve of everything,
Of the rest of your life.
suddenly the stakes are so much higher. We realize that the narrator is the tinfoil woman, who ominously watches upon the Waffle Town party from her tow truck, which she never leaves. We don't see this woman walk around or do anything other than sit in her tow truck. I don't know what this means about Let It Snow's world building, other than tinfoil woman is an all-seeing god.
So even if it gets you stranded, or stuck in a snowbank, or makes you fall on your ass,
That's basically the movie.
sometimes you just gotta let it snow.
I don't know if this video is gonna be up before the 25th, and if it's not, then Happy New Year, and if you don't celebrate whatever the fuck this is, that's okay. I make a little cheese board on the 21st and do the whole solstice thing. Wow, the house just decided to fall apart, but you know, that's besides the point. Have a good new year wherever you're at in your life, and take care of yourself. Bye, thank you for watching.
You fall on your ass.